This is the lock-picking lawyer. The locks you see in front of you are Ace 2 7-pin tubular locks. These are very, very common locks. I've seen them on vending machines, on some cheaper safes, including gun safes, alarm panels, you name it, you find them. What spurred me to make this video is that I was on Tool's website today, and in their web store these are mentioned, and they are called, quote, exceedingly difficult to pick. And that's not been my experience. Now, to be fair, these locks are harder to open than some other tubular locks, and in that regard, you cannot use a tool like this to self-impression them. However, as far as single pin picking goes, they're not that difficult. So what we're going to do is we are going to pick these 4 locks, and then we're going to take one. The only way to get them apart is to drill out this little steel plug. It's not hardened. It's not that difficult to get out. I've already drilled one out. I've taken it apart, and I will show you what makes them a little bit more difficult to open than some other tubular locks. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance because there really is no good way to do this while giving you a good camera view. So sorry if I block your view a couple times with my hands. Now what I'm doing is I'm just going around the lock here and pushing down on each pin. Normally it takes somewhere around, I'll say 3 trips around the lock, sometimes more, sometimes less, to get all of these pins picked. And there we go, the first one is open. I'm not going to turn them far because, as you know, with most tubular locks, if you turn them more than 1/8 of a turn, you have to pick them again, unless you impression a key for it, which is what most people would do. Okay, the second one is open. Like I said, just a few trips around the lock and they tend to pop open. Okay, third one is open. And for our last one, okay, and the fourth one. So as you can see, not a whole lot to be afraid of. These locks all opened relatively quickly. Now, let me get this out of the way. Here is the lock that I've already drilled the steel plug out of and taken apart so you can see what's inside. Now, the principle that allows a tool like this to self-impression a lock is that many tubular locks have springs that are all of the same tension and driver pins that are all of the same length. Now, as you can see in this Ace 2, we have steel and what looks like either copper or bronze springs, and they each have vastly different tensions. The steel ones are much, much harder. And they wildly vary the length of these driver pins. As you can see, the differences are not subtle. What they also did was put this pin in here. And what this pin does, at least I'm guessing what it does, is foils an overlift attack, which is common on these. Now the one pin I really can't explain is this one you see right here. and it appears to be copper. And I'm not really sure why that's in there. So if anyone knows, please let me know. As far as the rest of the lock goes, it operates on, it looks identical to most other tubular locks. We have the body of the lock where the springs and the drivers go. We have the plug that turns, and between those two is the shear line. In any case, that's it for now. As you can see, there is no reason to be afraid of these ACE2 locks. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.